It's that time again. Black Ass News. Growing up in the hood, there was always one constant. There was always dope. Somebody had dope. You walk by a house, you smell dope. You walk around a corner, people sitting outside smoking dope. So no matter what, dope was everywhere. I'm not saying everyone smoked it, but as a kid, you couldn't avoid smelling or seeing it. Maybe that was just in the hood or the ghetto, whatever you want to call it, but that's where I'm from. That's not where I remained, but that's where I'm from. And so many people got caught up in dope, smoking it, selling it. I don't know, but I never smoked it. I never had the desire to smoke it, but it was always around me. People went to jail over dope. And my family, my parents, were from the generation where that you would run around, love, peace, happiness, and dope. So today, it really baffled me that I would look around and now see, after all of that, after the government, after everyone told us how bad dope was for us, how many times they put people in jail, people were killed, stabbed, shot, whatever, over dope, that now the government is coming in and they want to be the dealer. Yeah, you heard me right. They want to be the dealer. They said they want to kick out the middleman and they want to go straight to you as your supplier. And they just want us to forget everything they've ever told us about how bad dope was. So the studies that show dope is bad in almost every way, all of a sudden, they don't exist anymore, right? So now it's all about uncertainty. Not enough studies, not enough participants. How many times do you have to ask someone to be a participant in a dope study? Can you not find people for a dope study? Now, I'm going to tell you, based on the old reports and some new ones, that dope really messes up your heart. Okay? Especially for people who can't afford medical treatment if something goes wrong. Now, you don't have to believe me. You can go out there and find this information yourself. That is no joke. And they want to say now that dope isn't as bad as smoking cigarettes, because when people smoke dope, it's not as normal or regularly as smoking cigarettes. Okay. But they do say that smoking dope makes you slower. It impacts your brain, your reaction time. Drug crimes have gone up as it relates to dope. And I mean dope as in marijuana now. We all know what I'm talking about. So crimes have gone up related to marijuana now that they have legalized it. the automobile accidents as it relates to people who are high and driving, those types of accidents have increased in areas where they've legalized marijuana. And the amount of medical situations related to marijuana has increased also. So therefore, the amount of money they've raised in taxes as the new drug dealer of choice, i.e. the government, they've pretty much increased with the cost, or they've pretty much lost money because the cost of paying for people who are on drugs have increased, from the crime to the medical costs to people out of work because they can't keep up anymore. And don't you know that they're doing this not because it's good for you, but because they want to now make money off of you. And they don't care who they're hurting. They know it's bad, but the people smoking marijuana, well, they're going to do it anyway. Let's not try to help them. Let's just go ahead and profit off of this sin and evil. Now, I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm just trying to tell you what's real, because they're not going to, right? And we, as a society, already have enough problems. Daddies aren't home. Mama's, she's sleeping with every man she could find, trying to pay her bills because the one guy who she should have been looking at as daddy and husband was guy A, guy B, guy C, whoever, right? Because we are not teaching our young women to respect themselves. Now, I will tell you that over in Quebec, Canada, the women are proud to say we no longer marry our men, right? That they need to come up with a new way of expressing that they live with their baby daddy for a long term. They're living as husband and wife without the certificate, and they're proud because it shows their independence as a woman. Over there, you can't even take your husband's last name anymore. And they're proud to have gotten rid of God, because all of that traditional stuff is based on religion. And they've already kicked that to the curb, right? And they say, oh, there's nothing wrong with it. Yet they don't realize what they've lost, because from birth until now, that's all they know, right? And so their government has bred out of them decency, morality, all of that. Because guess what? God is bad, but living in sin is good. So we as a society need to understand that the government is now trying to pull us down into sin to easily control us. Go ahead, take your marijuana, take your dope. Let's just forget about the crackheads over there in the hood. Let's give them what they want. They want guns and violence. Let's give it to them. Now, I'm not against the guns per se, but they don't care about what you do. They don't care how bad your kids are. They don't care what you do, because all they know is there's a problem, lock him up. He's going to die early, less of them to worry about. But we have to overcome and be smarter than the computer sometimes, okay? We have to control our own destiny and stop making excuses for what we can control but choose not to. Choice equals consequences. And if you make a bad choice, therefore the consequences are bad. You smoke dope, you become stupid. You smoke certain other things, you have health-related issues, okay? So how many years, let me just ask you all this. Ask yourselves this question. How long have you known crackheads over in the hood? Nobody came up and did anything to help them. It wasn't considered a national pandemic, epidemic. Okay? All of a sudden now, we have opioid epidemics in the suburban neighborhoods that need to be addressed on a federal level. Why the crackhead over here in the ghetto with ashy lips, scratching up and down, trying to do sexual favors just so he can get a hit. Marijuana use where people are saying it's legal now. I'm okay with this now. It's good. I hope they legalize and recreate. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just dope. You are an idiot. First of all, you don't need it. You don't need that. You don't need crack. You don't need anything. You just need an excuse to blame people for your downfall. Stop it. Okay? If you're ever going to do anything in life to succeed and be proud of yourself, it has to come from within. So you're going to have to just ignore, avoid, resist all of the things that they are doing to bring you down as a people. You don't need the drugs, even though they're giving them to you like candy. It's not candy. How hard is it for you to be a role model for your children, your grandchildren, and just say, don't fall for the evil sins of government? State, local, federal, I don't care. Say no. The drugs are only there as a ruse. Look it up. Say no. Be a role model. Show them that we're not stupid. We don't need crack. We don't need opioids. We don't need anything. And just remember, they never said that crackheads in the hood or in the ghetto was a national epidemic. And it's been around since I can last remember. Peace, love, and harmony, y'all. Just say no. All right, now back to our Ethiopian reggae, y'all. Enjoy now. And don't y'all forget to subscribe.
حبيب جيتها عبيت ونفتا يهوز يهود جيتها ستنفتا دابوس يا نستوتا دابوس يا نستوتا
Black Ass News.